Welcome back to the another session of our data structure. Today we are going to cover the recursion. Recursion is a one type of application of a stack. We are already completed the what is a stack and what are the operation as well as implementation using array, linked list. Also, we are already cover some of application. Next application we have to cover that is the recursion. So the process in which a function is called itself directly or indirectly is called as the recursion. So what is a recursion? Recursion is a process where we call a function to itself directly or indirectly, and the function which is called directly or indirectly we call as the recursive function. This is the definition of the recursion. So what are the application of recursion? Recursive function, tower of Hanoi, in order, pre-order or post-order tower of tree traversal. So upcoming video will cover a tree. Tree is another category of the data structure where the traversing of the tree can be done three way, that is in order, pre-order or post-order. All the application we are using the recursion as well as the in depth first search. DFS means depth first search of graph. Graph also can be we traverse the graph by the breadth first. Let us take an example of factorial of a given number. For example, we have to calculate the 5 factorial. So 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So it can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 factorial. 1 factorial is same. Or we can write down 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 2 factorial. We can combine. If I start like that, we can write down 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. It can be written as, or we can make as the 5 into 4 factorial. If I combine this one is equal to 5 factorial. If I perform this way, it can also possible. So if our question is given that is the 5 factorial, we can divide it 5 into 4 factorial, then 4 in 5 into 4 into 3 factorial, then 5 into 4 into 2 into 3. So we can break in this way. I am just performing the reverse way, so we can make this way. So it can be possible or not? It can be possible. So now if I have to write down a function for factorial. So the factorial function should return some value. So I have to write down integer. The name of the function is fact and it will take one value, that is the integer n. So here what happened? 1 factorial is 1. It returns according to that we have to perform. So I have to write down if n equal to 1, it returns which value? It returns 1. Else return what happened? 5 into 4 factorial means 5 minus 1. 5 into 4 into 4 minus 1. 5 into 4 into 3 minus 1 factorial. So the number into factorial of the given number minus 1, it can be written 5 factorial is 5 into 5 minus 1 factorial. Now 4 factorial, if we divided 4 factorial is 4 into 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 into 3 minus 1 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 into 2 minus 1 factorial. So we can write down return n into factorial of n minus 1. We can write down in this way. So this is our recursive function of the factorial of a given function. So this is also can able to do it. Let us try to do the program, whether we are getting the same result or not. So we have to write down. So integer fact intn if n equal to 1, it returns value. Else return n into name of the same function n minus 1. So this is our fact function. Once the factorial function is over, then we have to write down main function. So in the main function, we have to write down integer num. So we have to enter a number, enter a number. Then we have to read the value and store inside the number. Then printf. So here we call the value fact number. Then this is the num. Let us compile the program. Then we have to run the program. Enter the number. I enter 5. 120 is the factorial of a given number. Yes, it is correct. So if I execute once again, 4 factorial, 24, yes, we are getting the correct answer. Now next question, we are getting the correct answer, but how the stack here are used? So let us understand how the function is performed. So in this case, as we know, there are two functions is present. Main function is present as well as the fact function is present. And control start its execution whenever it is the main function. So here what happened now? So what happened? One num is the variable is created. So printf enter the number. So whatever we enter after one tab, it will scan and store here. For example, I enter the value 5. Now printf %d is the factorial of a given number. Then we call a function that is fact num. So whenever we call the function, we pass the value that is the 5. Now control go to which place? Now control go to the, immediately control go to this place. What is the n value? 5. Right now the n value. So whenever a function is called itself, so each and every iteration, what happened? Let's see. So it will check if n equal to 1, no, it's not equal to 1, else return n into n factorial of n minus 1. So at that time, what happened? Each and every iteration, whenever you call, it store the value inside a stack by performing push operation. Push operation, this value it push means 5 into fact of 4, it will push. So whenever we pass here 4, immediately control go to which place? This place again go to, right now it pass which value? 4. 4 means it will check. If n equal to 4, no. Else return n into fact of n minus 1. N right now it is 4. So 4 into fact of 3. So it will again push 4 into fact of 3. So it perform push operation and store inside the stack. Now here what happened right now? This value is not 4, this value. Now, so whenever we call the value fact of 3 means it pass the value of 3. So if n equal to 1, return 1. No. Else n into factorial of n minus 1. What is the value of n right now? Value of n is 3. So 3 into fact of 3 minus 1, 2. It pushed into the stack. Then 2. So we pass here 2 value right now. Right now we pass the value 2. If n equal to 2, no, else part. 2, it returns 2 into fact of 2 minus 1. So 2 into fact of 2 minus 1. When do we call the recursive function for each and every iteration, it performs the push operation and store inside the stack. Then we what value we are pass right now? Right now, previous value is 2 right now. It is fact of 1. So whenever we pass fact of 1, so if n equal to 1, yes, it return 2. So what happened? It returns the value is 2. So whenever the fact value it returns is 1, it's not going to push operation because here the recursive call is stop. Whenever the recursive function is stop, at that time what happened? It start the pop operation. So what it perform first? 2 into fact of 1 is 1. So it store which value? 2. So this value is popped. So right now this value is already popped. After that what happened? Next pop operation going to be pop. Next pop operation means 3 into fact of 2. 3 into fact of 3 means 3 into fact of 2 we are already calculated, that is 2. So the value 6. Then it will pop until end of the stack. So after that it will pop which value? 4 into fact of 3. 4 into fact of 3. Fact of 3 we are already got the value 6. So 4 into 6. That is 24. Then last pop. So it will pop until it will not reach the stack is not empty. It will perform the pop operation. Now it is 5 into fact of 4. Fact of 4 we are already, it will already got the from previous value, that is 24. So it is value 120. So this is the way stack is used in case of recursive function. So whenever we perform recursive each and every time the recursion is done, so it perform push operation and end of the call it will start popping all the value until stack is not empty. This is the way a recursive function performs its operation. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you are able to understand the concept of recursion and one application of the recursion, that is the factorial of a given number. This is the application of stack also. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.